So me and my wife, we decided to ride out the storm. We're not in an evacuation zone. We have a blockhouse. We have all the things that even the officials were saying, you don't have to evacuate if you have these things. We also didn't want to be a burden on the infrastructure. It's one less car on the road. It's one less car that needed gas. And so we decided to stay home with our two kids, 9 and 7. And just so we can stay here and be ready to help out wherever was needed after the storm. Staying here during a storm is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen, and it started getting really kind of crazy out there. I started looking in the back, and I saw this big glow that looked like fire, and it was kind of crazy because the county had just sent out a message to say, hey, we're not doing any more 911 calls. And I'm like, what do we do now? And that's I think the first time I got scared. And then I just prayed and said, hey, you know what? Lord, you're going to protect us, and I need you here. And all of a sudden, a big flash happened, and the fire went out. And so that was an opportunity for us to say, to our kids, like, hey, God put out the fire and protect us from that. My wife and I had a peace about making the decision to stay here so we can be helpful to whoever needed it after the fact. And then as a church, our ministry, we teamed up with Operation Blessing, and they were able to give us a semi full of stuff, and so we were able to give out over 60,000 pounds of supplies to the communities that were devastated. We're all pulling together because we're all went through this together, and we're all pulling our resources and time together to help one another and really being good neighbors to each other. And I think that's one of the positive things that comes out of a devastating storm such as this, where we can really serve one another, be there for one another, to meet people that you probably otherwise wouldn't even have the chance to meet because everyone's in the same boat, everyone's going through the same thing.
Hi, I'm Alan Motes, deployment technician for Operation Blessing, and we're here in Sarasota, Florida at Restoration Church. They've so graciously hosted us so that we can start helping these communities. We're excited to have not just one church to partner, we got a bunch of churches in the area. We're starting to take work orders, we're starting to have volunteers come in and register, and so we're set up here to do just that, to reach out to these communities. I've already been out to 2 houses today, scouting, and we did some chainsaw work as well and debris removal. There's still a lot of need, and we're just getting started. Thank you for donating to Operation Blessing, and keep praying for these families here in Sarasota, Florida.